I want to thank Steve Weir, audio specialist for More Opera, for compiling the audio files. This performance was made possible by a Casa grant from the New York State Department of Cultural Affairs. Please write your council members asking for continued support of the arts and culture for 2021. So I'd like to thank the Bronx Opera and Ben Spearman, the administrator, for his belief in me and for assigning me to the JASA Van Cortlandt Center. It has been my extreme pleasure to work there with all of the seniors. And also a thank you to Sharon Wolf, who has always been so supportive of all the chorus activities. So now, without further ado, here singing Dona Nobis Pacem via audio recording are Grace Amoye, Lucy Dedigon, Sandra Green, Evelyn Katz, Denise Orr, and Raquel Solomon. So wasn't that lovely? And so please feel free to applaud, even though we won't actually be able to hear it. Now, I have been asked by a JASA senior associate if it would be possible for everyone to consent to having a photo taken. And she would like to do a screenshot for the end of the year fiscal video. So if anyone would not want to actually appear, then if you would just shut your video off. But we would love to have a picture that shows everyone who's been in attendance today. So I would first like to have, well, our first performer is going to be Evelyn, and Evelyn is going to read a beautiful poem for us.
Hello. Nice to see all your faces out there, actually. The poem that I wanted to share with you is called I Am in Need of Music by Elizabeth Bishop. Maybe some people know this poet a little bit. She's quite prolific, but this poem would not be one that would be on any top 10 list of her poems. And an interesting thing about Elizabeth and how she developed through different stages of life was that she originally only wrote poems that were describing nature or describing feelings, but in the third person. And only as she matured was she able to actually use the word I in her poems. And this one is, I thought, just perfect for tonight. I am in need of music. And you'll see that her need for music comes from feeling a bit unsettled. And she describes using some really beautiful images from nature, what music does for her in terms of physicality and spirituality. I am in need of music that would flow over my fretful feeling fingertips, over my bitter, tainted, trembling lips, with melody, deep, clear, and liquid slow. Oh, for the healing, swaying, old and low, of some song sung to rest the tired dead. A song to feel like water on my head, and over quivering limbs, dream flushed to glow. There is a magic made by melody, a spell of rest and quiet breath, and cool heart that sinks through fading colors deep to the subaqueous stillness of the sea, and floats forever in a moon green pool, held in the arms of rhythm and of sleep.
That was absolutely lovely. Great
Thank you.
things.
And now for our first musical performance, I'm going to pass the virtual mic to my friend and neighbor, Grace.
Good evening. I am Grace Amoye, and I will be singing a Scottish folk song, Sweet Afton, this evening. But first, let me tell you a little song and why I chose it. Sweet Afton is a lyrical poem describing the Afton waters in Ayrshire, Scotland. The poem was written by Robert Burns and years later set to music by Jonathan Spillman under the title Flow Gently, Sweet Afton. Well, my late mother taught me this song when I was in grade school. When I was asked to participate in this program tonight, I pondered my selection for a few days, but on June 1st, this song came to memory. As it turns out, June 1st marks 44 years since my mother has been sleeping. So tonight, I sing this song in memory of my dear mother. Flow gently, sweet Afton, among thy green graves. Flow gently, I'll sing thee a song in thy praise. My Mary's asleep by the murmuring stream. Flow gently, sweet Afton, disturb not her peace. Must of whistling blackbirds bring yon thorny down? Thy green-crested lapwings, thy screaming forbear. I charge you, disturb not thy slumbering fair. How lofty, sweet Afton, thy neighboring hills are marked with the courses of their winding rill. Where daily I wander as moon rises high. My flocks and my Mary's sweet heart in my arms. Flow gently, sweet river, the theme of my lays. My Mary's asleep murmuring sweet, so gently sweet after disturb not her dream.
Lovely.
Now I will pass this on to performer Raquel.
Hi, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. My name is Elsa, and I do a song that I wrote. The lyrics for this song were sadly inspired when I learned that a neighbor's husband died from COVID. And I just thought about how that might feel and wrote lyrics about that and then the music. The title of the song is The Missing. Oh, the sun is sinking fast. The moon will soon be rising. Or no longer here, and I can't keep crying. Said shadows on the wall are dancing, looking for a sign from you that you are still with me. If we could have one more day, you would kiss my tears away. I begin to pray. Is anyone listening? A thousand eyes no longer see. A thousand smiles are missing. Darkness descends. All young and old, rich and poor are dying. The sun is sinking fast. The moon will soon be rising. The world spins from day to night, and Mother Earth is crying. The world is spinning from day to night, and Mother Earth is crying.
Wow. Yeah,
And
that's wonderful. That's wonderful.
thank you so much. And the next performer is Denise, who will be reading a poem.
Thank you so much, Raquel. I find that every time I find it so moving.
Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Denise Orr, You know, we're all dealing with so many changes and challenges in our lives and are witnessing so much upheaval here and all over the world, thanks to the global reach of technology. When I'm feeling most shaken and most vulnerable, I find great comfort in the outdoors with Mother Nature. I often turn to Wendell Berry's poem, The Peace of Wild Things, for reassurance and ease. Wendell Berry, I was surprised and delighted to find that he is a well-known American poet. He's still living. He's living in Kentucky, as a matter of fact, on a farm. He has spent his life advocating for peace, love, and compassion and forgiveness. This poem was published in 1968 in the midst of the Vietnam War. It embodies his search to find balance between humans and nature. It beautifully portrays his belief with the vital role that the natural world plays in healing the troubled human spirit. Wendell Berry's The Peace of Wild Things. Excuse me. When despair for the world grows in me, and I wake in the night at the least sound, in fear of what and my children's lives may be, I go and lie down where the wood drake rests in his beauty on the water, and the great heron feeds. I come into the peace of wild things, who do not tax their lives with forethought of grief. I come into the presence of still water, and I lie down above, and I feel above me the day-blind stars waiting with their light. For a time, I rest in the grace of the world and am free.
That was beautiful. Thank you so much, Denise.
That's Wendell Berry. That's all him. I'm pleased to give you back to Evelyn.
Oh, Evelyn, please unmute. So, Evelyn, we didn't hear the name of your song.
I was just saying that I got so carried away by the poem that I was sort of lost into the poem for a moment. I'm going to sing Blackbird by Paul McCartney. Lennon had something to do with it, but it's basically Paul McCartney. And it seems that we're kind of on a theme of nature tonight, certainly that last poem. And what I can say about what this song attracted, why the song attracted me, besides from the fact that it originally just sounded simple and sweet, is the idea that a blackbird is such a small, fragile little creature. It has a pretty good voice. And the idea that the image that Paul McCartney with the lyrics paints is that you have this fragile little bird that's, you know, flying into the dark night, and you would think that would be a terrifying thing, but he's actually flying into the light in the dark night. And it's sort of the idea that there's light inside of darkness. And I'll leave it there. Okay. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take those broken wings and learn to fly all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to arrive. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take those sunken eyes and learn to see all your life. You were always waiting for this moment to dark black night. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of the dark cold night.
Wonderful. Evelyn, you even made some changes as you were performing. That's artists do. Ah,
Well, thank you so much for your inspiration. And I'm now thrilled to introduce Denise for beautiful song.
Thank you, Evelyn. I'd like to take a moment, if I may, with you all to share with you how extraordinary and how special this experience gathering and working with these beautiful women you are meeting this evening. Even though it came about because of the terrible circumstances we're in, our choral sessions have been joyous and satisfying, learning with the always upbeat encouragement of our director, Cheryl, and coming to know and love each of these wonderful ladies and appreciate each of their special qualities. I feel blessed and grateful. Now I too am going to sing a John Lennon song. It's John Lennon's Imagine, which was released in 1971. And again, during the Vietnam War and in a time again in our country with its own protests and upheavals. His talent, his creativity, and his conviction, John Lennon added his voice to so many impassioned appeals for peace amongst all of us living here on this planet. John Lennon's Imagine. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for. And no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer. I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us and the world will be as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for hunger. A brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us and the world will live as one.
I have to say that you really connected to the song today, and you did everything that you wanted to do with it, and the expression came through.
Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you. I'd like to now pass this on to the lovely Sandra Green.
Good evening. My name is Sandra Green. I was born and raised in Harlem, New York. I currently live in the Bronx. However, in late January, I traveled to Florida for a family celebration. And as I was scheduled to leave in March, the pandemic hit, and also then later on, social and civil rights injustices. As I sheltered in place in Florida, New York became the hot spot. We waited it out for months, and now Florida is the hot spot in the southern area. So we're back to sheltering in place.
What?
Excuse me?
She's stuck in Florida like me.
We waited it out for months, as I said, and I'm still in Florida. My family as well. My family is grateful, and we are blessed. I believe that art imitates life. What went on in the past and has always been is now out of the shadows and into the light in our present life. The song I chose to sing is Moon River, in honor of my father. As per quorum on Google, Moon River is looking to the future and the past simultaneously. The river represents time and the journey from start to finish. The lyric dream maker and heartbreaker is the river itself. It's a metaphor for yearning. The lyrics written by Johnny Mercer are reminiscent of his childhood in Savannah, Georgia, including its waterways. Also, Huckleberry Friend means being the right person for the job and the right partner for any given activity. That was who my father was. With John Mercer's lyrics and Henry Mancini's as composer, Moon River was originally performed by Audrey Hepburn in 1961 in the movie Breakfast at Tiffany's. It won the Academy Award for Best Original Song. Audrey Hepburn was an actress, as you know, but she wasn't a singer. So Henry Mancini had to tailor a melody to fit her limited vocal range. Just like me. Prior to joining JASA Senior Chorus, I didn't know what a pitch was or a range was. But under the guidance of and support of Miss Cheryl Warfield and the friendship and support of my fellow choristers, I'm hanging in there. And I'm coming along well. Back in the 1960s, my father used to hum Moon River and sing it, but not all the words. We only caught a couple of words. And I didn't know the significance of what it meant to my father until I researched this Moon River that I wanted to present tonight. Moon River is a real river in Savannah, Georgia. And I guess the line in the song, I'm crossing you in style one day, fueled my father's desire to return to his childhood home in Savannah, Georgia one day. Unfortunately, in the 1960s, as I was growing up, Traveling to the north from the north to the south with a large family was not a safe option. The Civil Rights Act passed in 1964. My father passed away in 1970, hoping that additional and future changes in the civil rights movement will come true. This is my rendition of Moon River. Moon River, wider than a mile, I'm crossing you and south someday. Oh, dream maker, you heart breaker, wherever you're going, I'm going your way. To dreamers, all to see the world. There's such a lot of world to see. Where are the same rainbows waiting round the bend? My huckleberry friend, Moon River, and me. He also hummed it. Oh, you old dream maker, you heart breaker, wherever you're going, I'm going your way. To dreamers, all to see the world. There's such a lot of world to see. Where the rainbow waiting round the bend, my huckleberry friend, Moon River, and Moon River, Moon River. Our next performer is Lucy.
So first, Sandra, what a beautiful job. Allow us to applaud.
Can't hear you. Hey, hey.
Wasn't yelling. I'm yelling.
If you didn't unmute her, she can't hear you.
I did.
Oh, she can hear me yelling now?
Yes.
Okay, so anyway, again, that was so touching. Sandra, thank you so much. And you had announced Lucy, so I'm going to spotlight her.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. My name is Lucy Dedigon, and like my fellow singers, I'm very, very happy to be here. And a lot of this, the credit goes to Cheryl Warfield, who's done a wonderful job. I've worked with her for about 3 years, and I've learned a lot. And before that, I only sang solo, and I didn't sing with a chorus, and I sort of shied away from doing chorus work, but I really love it because it's a group work, and you get to respect your fellow choristers, and you learn a lot about the different parts, not only your part, but other people's parts. And I really appreciate it, especially at this time when as Denise said, everybody is having a difficult time, and it takes your mind off some of the troubles when you can sing. And So I really appreciate being here and working with everybody. And the song that I chose to sing tonight is called Who Will Buy? And I chose it because it expresses kind of a really innocent hope for beauty in a very, very dark time. And actually the time that I'm talking about is the 1830s, when there were young people who were orphans. And Charles Dickens, through his art, and writing about it in his book Oliver Twist, made people understand the plight of orphans, that they had to live on the street sometimes. They were forced, into workhouses, and they didn't have education, and they didn't have enough food very many times, and also, especially, they didn't have enough love. And so this year we're commemorating the 150th anniversary of the death of Charles Dickens. And he may be dead, but what he did leave us was some really wonderful characters from many, many different novels. But the Oliver Twist is, it brings us hope in this very dark time. But I let Oliver himself reveal his fervent wish as he looks out the window and he sees this glorious sunshine. Who will buy this beautiful morning at a day I never could see? Me, oh my, I don't want to lose it. And could I put it in a box for me, so I can keep it as a treasure to last my whole life through? Who will buy this wonderful feeling? Such a day I never could see. Me, oh my, I don't want to lose it. So what can I do to keep this world so true? There must be someone who will buy. Who will buy this beautiful morning? Such a sky you never did see. Who will wrap it up with a ribbon and put it in a box for me, so I can keep it as a treasure whenever things go wrong, so I can keep it as a pleasure to last my whole life long? Who will buy this wonderful feeling? I'm so high, I feel I could fly. Me, oh my, I don't want to lose it. So what am I to do to keep the sky so blue? There must be someone who will buy.
So, what great energy, Lucy. Thank you so much. So, everyone, this is pretty much the conclusion of our show. I hope that you have enjoyed it, and I certainly also hope that you will tell people what you've heard. And please remember to talk to your council person and ask them to be supportive of the arts in fiscal year 2021. It has been such a pleasure to work with all of these ladies, and it wasn't so easy in the very beginning. We all had a learning curve in terms understanding about meeting virtually and deciding on whether we would work with Microsoft Teams versus Zoom and just connecting. But once we did, it was all worth it. And so what I would ask the audience now to do is, if you don't mind, unmuting. And we definitely, before we end, we want to thank Councilman Andrew Cohen. We also would like to thank Jimmy Van Bramer, because without his vision, we would not have a Casa grant. We also would like to thank the entire City Council. I can't tell you how often I've gone in the past when I was out into other parts of the nation and told them about Casa in New York City and how special it is, how rewarding it is, how important it is. So now I'm going to ask everyone if you would please unmute and give an applause. I'm going to
let me go.
and then
It's a loud clap. Wow. Beautiful.
Grace Amoye. Did I get and Raquel?
Oh, Raquel.
Yes,
Raquel.
Yay.
Okay, so I'm going to ask everyone to mute again, please. For our close, I would like all of us to be muted, but to sing along to Morning Has Broken, the first verse. And we'll even give you a second chance to do the first verse 2 times. So let me just first share my screen. And this is not the way I wanted it. Well, that is not working. So, and here it is. So everyone, thank you so much for coming out tonight. And I am hoping that you will be able to actually see our thank yous, but you will see that it's not really showing up clearly. But we do, again, want to thank the New York City Council, Andrew Cohen, the Bronx Council member, also Jimmy Van Bramer and the New York City Department of Cultural Affairs, the Bronx Opera and Ben Spearman, and Steve Weir, who provided audio production from Moore Opera, and Sharon Wolf, the director at JASA Van Cortlandt Senior Center, as well as JASA.org. Thank you all so much for coming out tonight. And so now the only thing that's left to do is for anyone who has something to drink and a glass, please pour and enjoy. And so you can unmute if you would like to say hello to any of the singers. We welcome that. And thank you again for joining us.
Hi, team.
Hi, Cheryl.
Love you guys. I miss you.
Hi, Sharon. It's Ginger.
Hi, Denise. It's Suzanne.
Hi, Suzanne. Cheryl, there is one thank you that you left out that we have to give to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all the work and the love that you put.
Oh,
Definitely. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you.
thank you. It has been my joy and pleasure to work with all of you. Thank you.
Hi, Jenny. Nice to see you.
Hi, Jenny.
Supporting us.
Hi,
Hi.
Kevin.
Hi, Mom.
That's my son.
Jenny,
Hi, John Boy.
Jenny, what a
Hi,
Lucy.
great.
Hi, Victor. Hi, Kevin.
Hi, Joy.
Hi.
Gorgeous. Beautiful job, Lucy.
Great.
Oh, Sharon. Hi, Sharon.
This is Miranda T. This is Miranda T.
Very nice. Everyone did such a splendid job. Thank you so much. It was beautiful. I'm proud to be affiliated with it. So,
Thank you, Sharon. It's great to see you. And thank you for helping to make all of this possible. And we look forward to being able to come back to the center. We don't know.
yeah. God willing. Yes. I think that's everyone's wish. We'll drink.
Well, I'd actually like to talk to you soon. I'm just on the end of something. I do need to talk to you, though. Very emotional right now. Not bad, but.
Sharon.
Sharon?
Yeah.
Sharon, I'd like to thank you for keeping me in the loop, knowing that I'm down here in Florida. I get all the newsletters and everything from JASA, and I thank you so much, Sharon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for doing such a beautiful job. This is Kayla. Thank you.
Hi, Grace. Hi, Grace. This is Jose.
Lovely
Hi,
emotional
Denise.
show.
Thanks for the party. Thanks for the party.
It was in September.
You're doing down
Bye.
Hey, Grace.
On mute.
Beautiful.
I don't know. Victor.
Hi, Cheryl. This was great.
Oh, thank you, but who's speaking?
It's Kenneth Murphy.
Oh, hi, Kenneth, how are you?
Good.
Thank you so much.
You may know this one.
Hi there.
Hi. It was great. Yeah.
How did you find out about it?
The email that went out this morning from Bronx Opera.
Oh, well, thank you so much. It's good to see you. I haven't seen you in a long time.
I know.
Okay, you're home safe and sound.
Excuse me. Hi,
Oh, no
Cheryl.
shit.
This is Kayla. You did a beautiful job. Everybody did
Jenny.
a lovely job.
Thank you.
Hi, Jenny. It's Sandra.
Quiet here today. Thank God. All right, honey. Get a good night's sleep. Hi, honey. I'm doing well. Thank you. How you doing?
Somebody's mother.
And
Bye, Denise.
to all of my singers.
Good to see
Wonderful summer.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Cheryl.
Very enjoyable.
Yeah, I know, right? It's crazy.
Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you for going with it, having the resilience to. Thank you so much.
Too many things on your head, too many things on your mind.
I'm trying to figure out.
I think I'm muted. I don't know.
Wow, that's crazy. Oh my God.
You not talk at the same time some other people are talking.
Everybody did a great job.
Yes.
Thank you, Raquel. Thank you.
Thank you for the laugh. That was a good one. I left them with you, not at you.
Yeah.
Life is crazy, right?
Yes, great.
Oh my God.
Hi.
It's so trying to these other sounds from, and I can't identify.
Put your feet up and relax tonight.
I don't know why we can keep getting this lady on the
Yeah, right.
Can we say, should we say goodnight?
So, well, I have to stay on until the end. But,
No, I fixed it.
Thank you so much. My
something.
Oh, we.
Cheers.
Crying, tearing up. I said, I bought it used already. So, but what it was is it was the plug when she got up to eat. I went over and checked it out.
Good night, Cheryl. Good night.
Well, okay, so my JASA coordinators, we will meet on Monday. Just So we will meet on Monday to discuss the performance, and also because I have promised Alicia that I would also work with her, but I would like for everyone to be involved with that. And so, we have one more session on Monday, and we can talk a little bit about our performances, and I look forward to seeing you then. Thank you so much.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Bye, Cheryl.
Thank
Bye,
you, everyone.
everybody.
Bye, y'all.
Good night.
Good night, honey.
Night.
Good night, Jenny. It's a pleasure to see you.
Hi, Sharon.
Hi, it's a pleasure. What a pleasure.
It's a pleasure.
See you, Jenny. Love your talk.
Sharon, I miss you I miss you a lot.
I miss seeing you too.
I haven't been.
I know.
Good night, all.
Good night, Sharon. Sharon, we need to meet again.
We'll have to find a way.
We have to meet.
Come into the office. I'll let you know we could meet outside. How about that?
Thank you.
Okay. You take good care. Everybody stay safe and well.
I'll follow that. I'll email you. I love you.
Thank you. Same here. Some feeling is mutual. I miss you very much, Jenny.
I know. It's just a ball of tears here.
A virtual hug. Virtual hug.
I know.
Okay.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Grace, you did such a great job. Everyone did. Fantastic. It was wonderful. Very meaningful. Beautiful. Good night.
Good night,
everybody.
Good night. Good night. Everyone did a fantastic job. Thank you.
Grace, you are now a solo singer.
Oh dear. No, Sharon, never.
Get ready to do more.
Oh dear. Okay, we'll try.
All right. So good night, everyone. Thank you.
Good night. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Are we all leaving?
Well,
yes, I have to stay until everyone leaves. Otherwise, then I would just kick everyone off at one time, and I don't want to.
Okay.
Okay. Good night then.
Hello, Mr. Frank. I can see you. Yes, I can see you. Here, unmute.
Okay.
I can see you.
Okay. I love the show.
Did you enjoy it?
You brought tears to my eyes. Thank God I have my glasses on.
Oh, well, thank you so much for attending.
All you ladies were fantastic. And I think we have to make a new version of America's Got Talent, The Voice, and everything else. I have to talk to the producers because this was fantastic.
Thank you so much. And
So much.
pardon?
I said, no, thank you so much.
Okay, so I have to say goodnight now.
And my mother would be very proud of you for what you did with the seniors.
Thank you. Thanks so
So,
much. So, goodbye.
bye.
All right, so I'm signing off now. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, bye.